This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Colorado. I'm here with Integrity Fencing. Since 2020, these experienced installers have provided excellent customer service, quality materials, and outstanding craftsmanship for you to have a long-lasting fence for years to come. I'm joined with the owners, Shawn, Christina. Thanks so much for joining us here, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
I'm going to start off a little bit about yourself, Shawn. You spent nearly a decade in the construction consulting before you set out to work with really multiple companies in the fencing industry. Share with me a little bit how this 10-year journey has led you to opening up your own company.
I have a habit of working for places and saying that maybe I should just do this on my own. And so I've had a history of that, and this was one of those cases where I got to work with some smaller companies, work with some bigger companies, and then through a sequence of events, I just started Integrity Fence in COVID of 2020.
And here we are today, right?
Yes.
Christina, behind many great organizations, is a woman who really manages the details, I say. How has your background and your commitment to leading a life of integrity been kind of a great fit for this company?
Well, I have a background in finances, working at different colleges and universities. So with Integrity Fencing, I do a lot of the billing and invoicing. And so just really having that background helps me to...
And a love for people,
and
enjoying serving the people.
And just really being a good, trustworthy company makes me feel good about working there.
We're going to start with that. Shawn, before we discuss the many of the services you provide for the public, let's start with your decision to lead with integrity, really in everything you do. Webster's definition of integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. Is that really the foundation of your company, and why was that important for you?
Yeah, it is important. We wanted to do it different. You always hear horror stories about contractors and all these things. So I said, you know what, we can do this different and we can do this better. The thing with most fence companies, they're very small. They're not a large organization, so they kind of do things their way. We've had to set up policies, procedures, and we really believe in the part of having integrity. I like to have it in all areas of my life, so why not name your company Integrity if you're a stand-up person? And so, yeah, it's been great. I wouldn't want my company named anything else. It kind of portrays who we are and how we do it and what our pillars of our mission statement are.
Excellent. Shawn, not only physically keeping out what we want, but even visually keeping out unwanted eyes. Is privacy the goal in some of the applications that you guys have installed? Kind of nice having a fence around you and everybody can't see in.
Right. No, people do choose that because a lot of times people have hot tubs in their backyard or pools in their backyard, and they just want that kind of privacy. So we do offer a few fencing options that do that. Overlapping pickets are a nice way to have complete privacy. So when they shrink, you can't see through a crack of the pickets because they're overlapping. Trex or vinyl is another option that people choose for privacy, and all those applications do provide you with that. So.
Regardless of the purpose, first and foremost, I would think a fence has to be functional. Let's start with a very popular chain link fence. Is this cost effective? Is it a choice that people find is popular? And is it sustainable for years?
It is. I mean, chain link fence is probably one of the least expensive fencing that you can have, and it will last the test of time. There's chain link fences from a company here in Denver that did a lot of chain link over the years. We see their name all the time, and these fences are 40, 50 years old down in, Wash Park or Capitol Hill, things like that, and they're still there. So yeah, chain link is a great option. It's not for everyone, but it is a great option. It's very cost effective.
Absolutely. Christina, I personally love anything that is zero maintenance, and that a chain link fence is. There's no rotting, warping, splitting, and although galvanized is the most common, can these be coated, and can they even have privacy offered as well?
Yes, they do have the option of putting privacy slats. As far as coating,
A lot of coating that we use is the black vinyl, so the black dip vinyl. So if people that don't want that institutional or industrial look in their front yard, they can go with a black coated chain link. However, because of cost of that, most people go for ornamental iron because you get a little bit better fence for a little bit better price. The coated stuff costs the price to go up on chain link.
Absolutely. Galvanized, that's why most people goes with that one. It's economical. Craftsmanship is only as good as the quality of the product used. You choose not to use inferior wood. Tell us why cedar fences can be beautiful and functional if it's done with great wood.
Exactly. So Western redwood cedar is the key to that. There's a lot of other cedars in the market right now. There's Japanese cedar, it's referred to as CRC cedar, or they might call it red cedar, but it's not Western redwood cedar. That's what you want. Those are gonna last 30, 35 years if they're built correctly. A lot of times though, in the market right now, you're seeing alternatives to cedar. Because of COVID, it started a lot of this because of supply and demand. But we see a lot of fences that some companies are building with CRC, and we actually lost a bid to a larger project, and the lady called us afterwards, and the company used CRC post, which is Japanese cedar, CRC rails, CRC pickets. Within a week, it was already bowing. And I said, well, you need to call the company that built this for you and enact your warranty. And she said, I didn't get a warranty.
Wow.
And I said, well, I can't fix it, but it's really important to know what kind of materials you're getting. So we detail that out on our proposals. We tell you exactly what we're giving you. We let you know that we use an appearance grade cedar. So there's 3 types of cedar in the market. There's rustic, there's standard and better, and then there's appearance. We buy from mills in Canada, so we're able to bring in the better product. And I do that because I don't take a loss on my wood. But I give my client a much better product, so I'm not buying from local suppliers. I'm actually bringing it in from Canada.
A lot of options out there for consumers, obviously. Not only quality products, but proper setting and installation is what ensures longevity. Are your posts set to last? And why does that kind of set you apart from some, would you say?
Well, a couple things. We make sure that we do a wet set and wet concrete. A lot of fence companies, what they do is they'll put your post in the concrete, pack it down with the concrete powder, build your fence, and come back and water the holes when they're done. They do that because it's faster for them. We actually do a wet mix with wet concrete and put it in the hole for you. We actually put that in our contracts because that's one of those things that I saw other companies do that I didn't want to do. So we just want to do fence right. So that's one thing we do. Also, when it comes to the setup, if the setup isn't right, the fence ain't going to be right. So we take a lot of pride in our installers. Most of them have like 20 plus years experience. So the guys that we have, we're really fortunate because they got a lot of time under their belt.
Excellent. Fences can actually go beyond just functional. They can actually add quite a curb appeal to many homes. How about security with class? I mean, do you offer custom ornamental iron fence? Tell us about those and what your team is able to do there.
Yeah, when it comes to the ornamental iron, we have a fabricator on staff, so we can compose anything. We can make custom gates. We do a lot of automation with ornamental iron for commercial, industrial, and residential. So when people want a cantilever gate that's automated, when they pull in, they hit their clicker, it opens for them. We do all that. So when it comes to a custom fence, whether it's ornamental iron or wood, we can do the standard stuff and we can do the custom stuff.
Fabricators that are experts at that, definitely not a do-it-yourself project.
No.
These wrought iron metal fences are probably the strongest fences, not only for the house, but for driveways, swimming pools, and both residential and commercial, you're saying. Is this a great choice for either one of them when it comes to strength?
It's a very great choice. People love the ornamental iron. You can put up privacy screens behind it if you wanted to. But a lot of people want the privacy part, so that's where ornamental iron won't work for them. But if they're okay with that, and it depends on the application. Are you going up a driveway or going around a pool? What are you doing with it? So you don't want privacy in certain cases, but in other cases you do. So yeah, no, ornamental iron is a great option. It comes anywhere from 3 foot to 4 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot, 8 foot.
Wow,
Yeah.
Impressive. I live in an HOA myself, and it seems the top choice are vinyl fences because they look great, maintenance-free, and not that costly. Are those a great fit really for any home out there?
For some. Places that have extremely high winds or hail,
Okay.
I would avoid those. Your vinyl fence might look like Swiss cheese after
Okay.
the last hailstorm we had over there in Red Rocks. But if you're not in a high wind area or a hail area, then it's a great application. And like you said, it's maintenance free. It'll last a long time, and you never have to worry about staining it or finishing it or doing any work to it for the most part.
But obviously we live in Colorado. Colorado's beautiful, but let's face it, the weather can be damaging to anything it touches. Why is Trex fencing, Trex fencing, a solid choice for many who want that extra protection and, like you're talking about, against the wind?
Yeah. So Trex is probably the most beautiful fence they make. It's the same from both sides.
Okay.
So no matter how you look at it, the way it's engineered, you don't see a finished side and an unfinished side like a cedar fence. The cool thing about this is these are engineered for wind gusts up to 130 miles an hour. And they come with a 25-year warranty that is transferable one time, meaning that if you sell your home, you can sell that warranty to the new homeowner as well. And you have a 25-year warranty, and Trex pretty much stands behind anything they do.
Impressive. Christina, the team has over a decade of experience serving both residential and commercials with installs including automated gates, be it wood, chain link, vinyl, or even concrete. Your team has expertise to communicate really all these options to the customer out there. Do you enjoy educating your customers and kind of getting to know what their needs are?
Yes, definitely. There's so many different types of customers that come to us, and just from different demographics, different people have just such different needs, and yes, it's really enjoyable to be able to let them know all the different options that we have.
I imagine most people don't even know about half of them. I mean, as I'm researching the company, I see all the things you provide. I'm like, you guys got a lot going on from one team there. Providing integrity fencing really is your specialty, but I also see your team is well equipped to provide beautiful decks. Because honestly, here in Colorado, decks are an extension of our home. Is this an area that you hope to maybe do more of?
It is. We have a goal of 30 decks this year, and we're well on our way. So I think we're going to hit our goal. But we have a great deck crew that has some great craftsmanship. So whether it's $1 million deck for a Denver Broncos player or it's the deck for somebody in our neighborhood, we can do it all. We use some new technology called Diamond Pure technology for our caissons. They're fast, they're ready to go, they hold much more, and you don't have to wait for them to cure. So we do try to use the newest technology we can when it comes to decks, and it seems to be a win-win for everyone, for us and the end user.
I always say go with professional. I mean, they know this stuff. They breathe it, live it, day in and day out. Many things, people try to do it themselves, and then a year later they're replacing and having a professional come in. Christina, what areas are the areas that you serve, and how are estimates? Are those free to the public, and how do they contact you?
Yeah, estimates are definitely free. They just have to give us a call, and we have a person in our office that schedules estimates. We have somebody go out and take a look, and they will receive an estimate to their email with a very detailed estimate and a plot plan. So yeah, they can just give us a call, or they can submit an inquiry on our website.
Easy as a phone call away. Find out what fence is available, how much it's going to cost you. That is excellent. Shawn, honesty, excellence, artistry, even transparency are more than just words for you. They truly are the foundation, not only for your life, but really for how you believe a company should serve the community. Is this rewarding work for you now that you've launched out on your own?
It is. It's amazing to see the growth and everything that's taken place. I'm amazed every day I walk around the yard or the facility and just see all the people that come in to buy wood off us because we're a supplier. But yeah, no, it's definitely been amazing to see that come forth. And, I definitely keep that in front of my team all the time. I don't have a meeting where we don't mention our mission statement or the pillars in which we stand on because, you got to keep that in front of them and remind them what it is that we do every day. We look for a positive customer experience. That's what we want to create for everyone. Every call we make, every email we send, we have that opportunity. And granted, we do our best. Not every job goes 100% perfect, but we sure try, and we go out of our way for customer service and just to make sure that we can make it a positive experience. They could call anyone, but they called us.
That is excellent. I've been following your success for a few years now. I was happy to bring you on as the best in the nation. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is our website. On the website, you can see all the services they provide. They're really becoming the go-to professionals in the fencing and deck industry. Check out their many 5-star reviews out there online. They are accredited at the Better Business Bureau. Do have financing available for those in the commercial industry as well as residential. Once again, providing honest business operations, top quality materials, and custom designs. Once again, that is Integrity Fencing. We build your fence like we build our own. This is Gary Atensu with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.